This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. You see, this is the stuff that I was talking about, because I have to go back into running back mode. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I noticed with He Knows His Sport is the worst iteration of He Knows His Sport is truth-telling fashion. I just realized that people can't accept my cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truths because I'm the ultimate truth teller. Let me say it again. People can't accept the cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truths because I'm the ultimate truth tellers. The ones who receive it, the James Daggs, the Yusuke Knights, the Tom Rosses, you know what I'm saying? They get it. That means they're real G's, super real G's, and ultimate real G's out here in these NBA streets, aka basketball streets, because they get it. I gave you guys basketball 303, man. When I give you this rarefied air of knowledge, you have to take it. Because like truth associates always say, He Knows His Sport is always on point. Let me say it again. Like truth associates always say, He Knows His Sport is always on point. With all of the nonsense going on with these bullshit podcasts and bullshit YouTubers and bullshit people out there, it's always a fresh air, like truth associates say, of He Knows His Sport giving you that on point, cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth telling. I'm giving you basketball because I told you, like Naismith, I invented this thing, man. I don't reside in 202 and 101 realms. I reside in basketball 303. So I understand this at the highest level, and I can argue this shit down with the best of them. I told you about Stephen Curry. I told you he was going to be hot and bothered like grits. I preordained this shit before it happened. Let me say it again. I preordained this shit before it happened because I'm the prediction king. I haven't said that term in a while. And the prediction king strikes again. I told you Stephen Curry was going to feel some type of way about Kevin Durant departing. He made it public. He said, Kevin Durant, he's an unbelievable player, an unbelievable talent. We accomplished a lot together. It's tough. That's tough. You have to understand, that's the ultimate crying songbird, or the songbird's cry of option 2 realizing that they failed in this juncture or in this tenure with option 1. I told you guys, option 2 has the constant burden of reassuring option 1 that they are option 1. Let me say it again. Option 2 has the constant burden of reassuring option 1 that they are option 1. This is rarefied b-ball knowledge here. You're not going to get it anywhere else here but at He Knows His Sport. See, people going to give you status quo b-ball knowledge. We know what the status quo b-ball knowledge is. It's that accepted universal knowledge. But He Knows His Sport doesn't go status quo. He Knows His Sport goes by his own drum beat. He's a natural born leader. So he's basically telling you, follow. Let me say it again. He's telling you, follow. I have a Yoda school, man. I can proselytize you guys into true and rare NBA purists. You guys see Richie Rich, man. You see how bad he is. Every time he steps into the building on the basketball live stream, he shows you where his knowledge is at. And he shows you he's in a different league. It's because he understands that rarefied understanding of basketball. Just like I told you guys about that guy. I'm educating you guys on option 1 and option 2. Scottie Pippen was a schoolmaster, man. A tutor of option 2. He always told the line for Michael Jordan. That's what option 2 is supposed to do. They're always supposed to toe the line for option 1. Option 2's job is to, as the beta that they are, is always to remind the true alpha that they are the alpha. Let me say it again. Option 2, the beta's job, is to always remind the true alpha that they are the alpha. There's a hierarchy in basketball for a reason, man. It's a chain of command, folks. You think chain of command and hierarchy came from nowhere? No, it's because everyone is not on the same level. There's levels to this shit, like Meek Mill say. There's gears. This man was preaching and teaching when he made that song. That means everybody's not on the same level. And for people to sit here and think that Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry was 1A, 1B. No, they're not 1A, 1B. Kevin Durant is Batman. Stephen Curry's Nightwing. Let me say it again. Kevin Durant is Batman. Stephen Curry is Nightwing. You can't put the two of these motherfuckers in the same breath and in the same lane, folks. Let me say it again. You can't put these two motherfuckers in the same breath and the same lane. Because the difference is Kevin Durant is doing what Stephen Curry is doing with high driving ability and also with 50, 40, 90 walking gazelle ability. Damn near 7 feet doing this shit. Do you understand the height differential? Kevin Durant can see close to the fucking rim. It's 10 feet. Curry has to do a lot of jumping just to get to that rim. Do you guys not understand the difference? The game comes naturally for Kevin Durant. It doesn't for Stephen Curry. This is why defenses can own in on Stephen Curry, because Stephen Curry is a system player. Kevin Durant is not a system player. Kevin Durant can play out of the system and in your damn system. And the thing with Kevin Durant is he is not only so dominant off of the ball, he's also dominant with the damn basketball. He's the only player in today's game that's like that. He's the most efficient player in NBA history. What are you guys not getting here, man? There can't be option A and option B. There can't be one A and 1B. There are 1 and 2, man. Dwayne Wade did this shit. Wasn't it Dwayne Wade's team on the Miami Heat? He relinquished it to LeBron James. And what happened? And he never left a question out there, and he constantly reminded you who the team belonged to. This is what Stephen Curry was supposed to do. Take the playbook from D Wade, man. The same thing with Shaq. Shaq did this with Dwayne Wade when he went to Miami. There has to be a defining number 1 and a defining number 2. Kevin Durant had this same issue with Russell Westbrook. But see, Kyrie Irving paid attention to both of these mistakes, and he came out, he's like, this is going to be Kevin Durant's team. And he's going to constantly remind you, as opposed to these guys, why it's Kevin Durant's team. Regardless what he accomplishes. Because he's come to the realization ever since he went to the Boston Celtics and he failed as a number 1 that he is not a number 1. He came to that realization. It took him having to go through some shit, but he came to that realization. Kevin Durant is a special player, man. He's a one-in-a-lifetime generation type of player because of what he brings to the table. Stephen Curry isn't. There's a lot of players like Stephen Curry. That's the difference, folks. So when you see Stephen Curry talk the way that he did, it's because he had that oh shit moment. Let me say it again. He had that oh shit moment, like, oh shit. My NBA reality in the Wild Wild West. In the Wild Wild West. In the Wild Wild West. It is what it is. And I have to accept it, dog. I am not going to succeed the way that I thought I was going to succeed without this dude. Because the West is loaded. So when you hear him basically venting, it's his way of crying out that he fucked up the opportunity. And he realized that. And only super real G's and ultimate real G's out here in these NBA streets will get this message. Because remember, it's basketball 303 lane. This is Hino's Sport. Checking out.